Armor set still looks good. Come on, Lotro. Load, baby. You can do it. I believe in you. And we've done it. We are in Central Gondor. Hi, everybody. It's Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to another edition of Adventures After Dark. I'm on Arkenstone. I'm on my minstrel, and we are in Central Gondor. And I think Zinger's actually going to make it tonight. He is in Discord. He hasn't actually spoken yet. He may have logged in and then fell asleep waiting for me. Which, you know, I completely understand. But, yeah, no, I'm excited to be streaming tonight. Been looking forward to it. It has been another great week of Lotro. Report to a war stable. So I think I'm quested up. It's unfortunate that we do not have a vault keeper here. I'm anxious to get my crafting guild up for weaponsmith so I can actually make my own first age 100th level weapon, but I'm not there yet, so that's a problem. I think I'm repairing some damaged barricades. Hardhit checking in says, hi, Mr. Mustafa. Hello, Hardhit. How are you? Hardhit joined us on Wednesday night for Adventures on Evernight, my Wildcard Wednesday stream. We had a good time. We knocked out some content that you don't often get to knock out. So we went back to Dol Narbagund and took a pretty good whooping there. We got almost all of the way through it, but we're unable to finish the final boss. Our group was one side of the raid, including a Pulu Felgar who was nice enough to join us, and then a kinmate of Hardhit's, whose Bjorning is known as Smelly Bear, came in at like level 121 and was the other half of our raid group. Very much appreciated the help from both the Pulu and Smelly Bear, and had not been through any of that dungeon before except for the initial first room, so it was nice to get to go through that. And then we continued on with In Their Absence. And which one did we do there? I'll have to look it up because I can't remember the name. Sorry, Surla? So we actually got through that pretty cleanly, which if there was one good thing about doing Dol Narbagund was it made everything else we did seem easy in comparison. So that was okay. Rally the warriors who fled. Okay, I wonder where they fled to. Okay, we don't have any Corsairs up here yet. That will be a thing later. Search for the corsairs who fled. Search for the soldiers who fled. Search for signs of conflict. Hey, look who's here. Jay the Dwarf checking in. Hey Ed, how's it going tonight? It's going good, Jay. Howdy. Pantla's here. Hello, Pantla. And Krieger Flaggermus. Hello. And Ajowski says, what's up? We are just driving back the forces of darkness in central Gondor. That soldier was terrified. Singer, how the heck are you tonight, bud?
I'm good, and yourself?
I am good. I was delighted to see you were able to make it. I'm going to celebrate with a Coke Zero. That is my code to ski that I need help escaping from Mrs. Mustafa's clutches. Somewhere there's one more soldier out here cowering in fear. We will find them and rally them. Why do I make fun of Mrs. Mustafa's cooking? Boy, last night was one for the ages. Holy cow. She made chicken and she just like marinated it in soy sauce and then proceeded to scorch it. And then she made rice and stuffing and broccoli. And part of it was my own fault because I was busy with something when she had dinner ready. So I didn't get to it till about 90 minutes later. But it was like burnt chicken with dried out broccoli and flavorless stuffing. It was really something else. Okay, search for the corsairs that fled. Where did the corsairs flee to? They went this way. Cowards and thieves. Jay says, be right back. 5 minutes, guys. SKDX Killer checking in. Hardhit says, you didn't pose. I'm sorry, Hardhit. I also didn't pop it that close to the microphone. It's still crisp and delicious. It's good stuff. Well, a meal would be that bad if it was going to be your last, so there's that. I think Mrs. Mustafa's drying her hair. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Actually, tonight wasn't that great either. She made spaghetti, which is normally fine, but instead of getting she bought the pasta sauce at Aldi, and it's a weird off-brand of sauce, and it's not good. So that's a whole thing. And then the ground beef was a little bit flavorless that she made it with. But, I mean, it was okay. She at least got the pasta cooked okay. So, A for effort.
There's naught but ill omens these days. This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Corsair scribblings. We'll check the backpack and chests for sandwiches. I thought the drunken captain had the other set of orders. Oh, there they are. Zinger went right to him. I should have just stuck with Zinger. Or I go thinking I know something. So it's been a tough week gastronomically.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
But Sunday we've got plans to go out with some friends. So I should be able to get a decent meal. What else is going on? We lost a great one today. DMX, of course, passed away, if you hadn't heard the news, which is sad. He was 50 years old. But I am talking about Prince Philip of the British royal family, the Duke of Edinburgh, also known as Lord Mountbatten before his marriage. I described him in Alapenya's channel earlier today as a true OG. Whenever somebody stuck a microphone in front of him, I guarantee you the entire royal family was shivering in their boots. That man did not have a filter and would say whatever was on his mind, often with delightfully humorous results. If you've never had a chance, just get on Google and just see if you can read some old interviews with Prince Philip. The man was 99 years old, Queen Elizabeth's husband, in case you don't know. Very witty man, dry sense of humor, and just had a very rocky relationship with the press that continued throughout his entire public life. But very sharp-witted man, and like I said, a true original. He will be missed. Oh, read the Corsair letter. Okay. Talk to what's his name again.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
So he is our quote of the day.
Is a weight on my
I
mind.
could have picked any number of different quotes from him. There is a wealth of very good material out there by him. I chose a fairly simple one, though.
Good quote.
Search for the Corsairs' hideout to the northwest. We ride northwest. He spelled his name wrong in the quote. It's one L. Well, my bad. I didn't have my reading glasses on when I typed it. I will correct it immediately. The man deserves no less. Zinger normally catches those things for me.
Can't say I know much about the royal family, so I wouldn't have called that.
And that's been corrected. I thought only the electronics company spelled it with one L. My bad. Corsairs flee, paying little attention as they pass. You've found a cave tucked into the hillside. How long have you been playing this game? No, you took out the first I, not the L. Did I really? Okay, I don't wear these because basically the light reflects off of the lamp directly into my reading glasses, but I will correct it again. Here we go. Oh, I did. Prince Flip. Alright, hopefully that's right. I started playing Lord of the Rings Online back in the beta, and my champion here on Arkenstone, I believe, is my original beta character. Galadriel. She's my level 130. Ironically, I liked the game. I thought it was very well polished and had nice graphics and music, but didn't really get excited enough about it to want to subscribe when it launched. So I only played during the beta, and then I left the game alone again until it went free to play. In fact, it was probably free to play for a year or more before I started playing again. But I claim that as far as I know, I am the only 14-year free-to-play player in all of Lotro. There are a lot of folks who've been around since the beginning, a lot of folks with lifetime accounts, folks who've been VIP for a long time, but I don't know of anybody else who is still playing their beta character but has never been VIP. I don't have enough room to do that. Ooh, good news, we got an essence. Could actually use one of those essences. It's even a major essence. And there's a corpse. And that was all we needed from in here, huh?
Yep.
Okay. How long have you been close to the Lothar books? I'm going to say early 1980s. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons and reading science fiction and fantasy in junior high school, which was a few years ago. Yeah, it's been a while. I'll just say Ronald Reagan was in the White House when I first read The Hobbit and The Fellowship of the Ring. Search for signs of a conflict in Western Dor and Ernal. We'll set that as our quest guide focus. And we will go find us a conflict, Singer. Even though Al Sharpton tells us there is no real conflict. Ooh, a treasure cache. Jade Gemstone for the win, baby. Nice. Ooh, I got poplar logs. How long have you been playing, Zinger? Oop, roving threat.
Oh,
Hopefully I didn't just aggro him.
I think just like you, I was in, I guess it was like the open beta or one of the betas. And then I basically came back and started playing more regularly once free to play hit.
Cool.
So I'll say, free to play essentially. But fortunately, being just like you, being in the beta gave me a much older account than my actual playtime.
Well, if they didn't consider us OG, they wouldn't give us the status. That was up to the developers. So, what were you playing before Lotro?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Probably like, I mean, I don't know. I think I was kind of hopping between free to play MMOs.
Well, I always want to say that you were playing RuneScape, and that's the wrong one.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really played RuneScape. I might have played it like a little bit, but
There's another one that starts with an R that you still play occasionally, I think.
I did play Rift.
Rift, okay.
Yeah, I played like several of the Tryon titles, but a couple of those are no longer in existence, and a couple of them, I don't know. I know they got a new owner, so.
My first MMO was predecessor to Lotro by Turbine, Asheron's Call. I bought my copy of Asheron's Call at a Best Buy in November of 1999 and subscribed to Asheron's Call for almost 11 years. It was a really long time. Loader Master checking in. Hey, what's going on? Are you from NA or EU? North America. Ready Eddie says, was lurking, but I missed beta. But I did play at launch. Awesome. How did you get to be part of the Lotro stream team? Viking Fortress asks. The same way you can. Don't see any Coke Zero. You are safe. No, I told him. I said I'm signaling ski. Even if there's no murder afoot, I need you guys to rescue me from Mrs. Mustafa's cooking. It's been extra brutal the last couple days. Although she did make me an English muffin for breakfast yesterday that was pretty well toasted. Not overly done. And then what did she make me for lunch? A sandwich and some gumbo out of a chunky soup can. So yeah, that was okay. She's good at food assembly. Actual cooking sometimes escapes her. I think it's her short attention span. Oh, here's the gang. Fantastic.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Anyway, back to Viking Fortress. If you want to become a member of the Lotro Stream Team, or you're wondering how I got to be a member of the Lotro Stream Team, stream Lotro on Twitch. And once you feel comfortable with it, and you've got the hang of it, and you've got a few VODs out there, and you can prove that you can get through a stream and keep your language pretty well Flanderized. So, you know, it's cheese and rice and fudge sticks, and you manage not to swear too often. You send a private message to the community manager on the Lotro forums. His name is Cordovan, and basically say something simple like, hey Cordovan, I've been streaming some Lotro and thought I might be able to help out with the Lotro stream channel. I see you have Saturday afternoons at 4 o'clock open. That would be a good time slot for me. You can check the calendar and see when there are openings, and if there's an opening on the channel that fits your availability, let him know. He'll probably take a look at a VOD or two, and yeah, let you know. But I always joke that if they let me on the channel, the standards can't be all that high. So, all right, Zinger, where are we off to?
I guess off toward that town to the east.
The Flaming Town?
Flaming Town.
Fantastic. And be patient. Yeah, it might take him a while to get back to you. Hopefully I finished answering Viking's question. One of the reasons Zinger's here to help me out is I don't always multitask that well. So I didn't want to get sidetracked and not answer that for you. Feel free to throw out any follow-ups there. It is strictly a volunteer effort, though, so if you're thinking you're going to get bunches of swag and fame and fortune for being on Lotro Stream, not really what keeps us here. So, I just really love the game, and since I don't actually pay to play it, I am free to play. I wanted to give back, and I think it's a wonderful game, and I think by us streaming it here on Twitch, it's one of the best ways to promote the game. Let people who used to play it know, hey, Lotro's still around and thriving and healthy, and occasionally new folks find us too. Fantastic. We're almost done with Half Troll Slayer. Slav says, so sad Lotro is so much different from the movies. Was the reason I couldn't get into it, unfortunately. Well, you might not have given it enough of a chance. There's some very... parts of the game are better than the books and movies. Particularly with the movies, one of the places that I always mention, and I apologize because I've talked about it a great deal lately. Zinger and I moved through Western Rohan fairly recently on these characters, and I always stop and spend a long time at Mediceld, the Mead Hall in Edoras. And the representation of Edoras in Lord of the Rings Online is the best I've ever seen. It's much better than in the movies. It's described much more like the book than the movie set was. The movie set looked like an old western fort. It may as well have been Fort Apache Edoras. It just, you can't build a movie set that is going to scale to the capital of Western Rohan. I mean, the king's seat of power, and they did a nice job of recreating kind of the landscape around it, but the city itself just looked kind of small and primitive on the big screen, and it's much better represented in game. It's a sprawling, large town with a lot of beautiful buildings and fountains and statuary and things that they just weren't going to get done in the movie set. I mean, Edoras, from the movie standpoint, just wasn't that big of a deal. And they didn't represent it particularly well. And the game does a much better job of it. Likewise, I think the Shire is much better represented. In the movie, the Shire looks like it's one or two hills with a few hobbit hutches on it. And you get much more of a sense of the size of the Shire, of the hobbits' homeland, of the different prominent families of the Shire. And it lets you explore the Shire a lot more in depth. The game itself is a licensed property. They have to adhere to Tolkien canon, and they do so lovingly. It's not like the devs are looking to bend anything. They add on to the lore. They explore some side avenues that are maybe only briefly touched upon in the books. But the game is very faithful to the books and the movies. And some of the other places where I rewatched, my memory's gonna fail me here. I want to say it's the Two Towers, where Frodo meets Faramir for the first time. And feel free to correct me in chat if I'm wrong. But they actually show a Nazgul flying a fell beast over Osgiliath. And you can see the Dome of Stars in Osgiliath and the roofs torn off. And that movie set, the depiction that they did in CG of Osgiliath, the game renders it perfectly. It looks exactly like the movie set did. I mean, just remarkably so. And that was a case where Osgiliath got added to the game years and years and years after the movies came out. And I'd kind of forgotten about it being represented in the movies until I went back and rewatched them. And I was like, holy cow, that looks just like Osgiliath in the game. And they did a really nice job with that. And I think that goes very underappreciated. I don't know I've ever heard anybody else mention it or notice it. But Eldolith is here. Hello, Eldolith. Because the game is based off the books and not the movies. Also, hi. Also, regarding the stream team thingy, Cord has also been accepting messages on the Lotro Twitter about it, so don't just message both places and bug him. Always good advice. Maybe I'll give it a shot now that you say it. How many people still play this? Populations vary by server, and times of playing really each peak off peak. It's not unusual on a Friday night, if somebody wants to look up Arkenstone's population right now, I would guess there's probably between 600 and 1,000 players on this one server at the moment. Some of the players are anonymous and won't show up in the statistics, but yeah, I'm just pulling a number out of my butt, but I don't think I'm horribly far off. Somebody smarter than me who pays attention to stuff can look that up. Today's still update? Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're expecting a Gundabad expansion, hopefully before the end of the year, and we've got a new brawler class that's supposed to be coming out in the not terribly distant future, and we've got a new, matter of fact, I need to pick up the War of the Three Peaks expansion. I still haven't bought it yet because Zinger and I kind of put it on hold. We've been playing some alternate characters, so that's kind of on me. What am I still missing here, Zinger? Gondorian refugees, I'm at 0 of 5. Locked doors, I'm at 6 of 8.
Let's do another lap and look for any doors.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep up with chat while we're doing this. So.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. The refugees are that quest not in this town.
Okay.
It's one of the bounties that you run around, and I think there's some.
Oh yeah, they're kind of on. They're outliers, yeah. Witches, chests, corpses, and we're checking all the corpses for sandwiches. That's crazy. I thought this game was close to the end and shut down of servers. Nope, not by a long shot. Big plans. And I mean,
this morning to no sun, no light of day.
Over the years, I mean, we're in Gondor's. I think I said last week it's 5 regions, and I forgot North Athelion. So there's actually 6 regions to Gondor, including the Wastes. The Mordor expansion is 5 sub-regions, and I think there's an expectation that at some point there's going to be some additional sub-regions added to Mordor. At least I think I've heard that talked about. I'm usually the last to know. One of the reasons I like streaming here is because everybody in chat's just a lot more dialed in on this stuff than I am, and they keep me informed.
I made some iced tea.
All right, Pookie, thank you.
Good lady.
Yeah. Did you want to say hi to Eldolith? She's actually in chat. She may have walked away and not heard me. This is Mustafa, and I had the distinct pleasure of hanging out and having lunch with Eldolith and Lotro Lady Gun and Lotro Lady Gun's family.
What?
I said Eldolith is in chat. Did you want to say hello?
Oh, hello.
Okay. Oh, so long ago, many years back. We all did things in our past when we were younger that we regret, and Eldolith's regret was hanging out with me. We had a good time, though. That was a fun afternoon. I was laughing. I was talking to SKDX Killer today, and he was telling me that Simply MJ's husband has COVID-19. And I was like, oh, the Fluff got COVID? He's like, who's the Fluff? I'm like, MJ's husband. He's like, oh, I thought that was her cat. I heard her talking about the Fluff. I just thought it was a pet. And now Nick knows. I know there's a circuit around the outside of town we have to run. That would have been like 2016 or such, and I've moved like 4 times since then. Yeah, you've put on some miles since then, no doubt. We have a small fellowship warband nearby. Hammerson? Zinger, you with me?
Huh?
Okay, do we want to take on Hammerson?
I don't know. I don't know who they are.
I went ahead and accepted it. If we run into him, fine. If not, I can always just drop it later.
Yeah, we can try it.
Yeah, Eldolith moved from Oklahoma, or from Bellevue, Nebraska to Germany to Oklahoma and now to Texas? That's a lot of packing and unpacking. Nebraska, Germany, Texas, then back to Oklahoma. Oh, now to South Carolina. Okay. Wow. I don't think I even knew about the South Carolina move. I imagine you're enjoying that. I know South Carolina is a great place to visit. I can't imagine living there would be terrible. Coast is obviously very nice to visit, but lots and lots and lots of pine forest in central South Carolina. My dad and I used to head down to Myrtle Beach on a golf trip with some of his buddies every few years. It's a great winter getaway. We'd get down there in mid-February when it was like 15 degrees and snowing in Nebraska, and it was like 65 and sunny down there. We'd be in short sleeves and shorts, and the locals would still be in their winter coats looking at us like we were brain damaged. They probably weren't wrong, but it was still good golfing weather if you were from Nebraska. Yeah, that was always a lot of fun. We have a lot of Robert Trent Jones golf courses and lots of things to see and do in Myrtle. There's, what's this dude's name? Ripper? Nothing like running into roving threats when you'd really prefer not to. Ponton Finberry's here. Hi, Ponton. How the heck are you? Is there a monthly subscription on this? VIP is recommended but optional. I am a completely free-to-play player in that I've never cracked open my own wallet to spend money on Lord of the Rings Online. Terrific game, money well spent. Would not have regretted it if I had subscribed. But like I said, I mean, the main reason I came back was because it was free to play. If you're patient and you're not in a hurry to get to the end game, you don't ever have to spend a nickel on Lotro. I've got most all of the expansions unlocked, except like I said, I've got to get around to purchasing War of the Three Peaks whenever we decide to go back to it. Zinger has it. I haven't unlocked it. But by completing deeds and quests and different content pieces in Lotro, you can unlock expansions, you can unlock quest packs, and you can basically do most everything that subscribed players can do. You're restricted from free travel, or fast travel, I should say, and you can't really play out in the Ettenmoors in the player versus monster player zone as one of the free peoples. You can play as a creep, but not as a freep. Find and examine the next set of prints. I don't think that's what I want to do. Bounty half-trolls, bounty refugees. I think I'm working bounty refugees. I'm going to set that as a quest focus. There's Zinger. Are we killing ads?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Dang it. There's me not paying attention again. I'm just excited to have a target. Fast travel seems essential. Like I said, it just depends on if you're in a hurry or not. It's very nice. Like I said, I never said I wouldn't recommend VIP. It's money well spent. But you can do everything in game without having to open your wallet. I think that VIP is very smart because it maximizes the enjoyment of your playing time. Well, this dude's a... God bless it! Like I said, you need to Flanderize your language. Thank you. I was just going to turn and flop, and that guy whacked me so fast. You're unable to revive. Please wait. That was highly annoying. They reset? No, they're up the hill. We are not amused. only play a hunter, fast travel isn't needed because they get port skills to almost every region in the game, and you can earn as a hunter. Hunter is also a very good starter class. Slavic Slave says, anyway, need to get some sleep. Need to get up in a few hours. Thanks for coming by, Slavic Slave. Yeah, come by anytime. We always have streamers and lots of knowledgeable players here in Lotro Stream, and they can answer more questions for you. Nice job, Zinger. Congratulations.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Wow, there were 1,200 rep. Okay, now where was I? Back to rescuing refugees. Forgot how annoying the wolves were out here. They are everywhere. The best advice I can give somebody considering Lotro is give it some time. My impression playing through the Arid Lewin starter area was that it was well polished but kind of a snooze. And it wasn't until I got my first character up to like the low 20s and moved out from Arid Lewin and Breland out to the Lone Lands, I started to get a feel for exactly how vast of a world Middle Earth was and how cool it was to explore it. So that was what really kind of got me hooked. When you realize that each of the regions is fairly unique unto itself, but also tied to the bigger world. It's not just a series of leveling zones. I think you gain a much bigger appreciation for the game. Okay, so that's 4 or 5. Last one's up here somewhere. I've got half a mountain on top of me again. Is my flop ready? We'll use it again. Thank you, Zinger. And there's 5 of 5 for refugees. Okay, half-orc trolls. Find and examine the next set of prints. Lotra is one of the largest game worlds that is manually created. It's a big game world. AFK for a bit, hubby heading to bed. Gotta get kitties and all set, so I'm not being loud in kitchen. All good here, eating ice cream. Good on you, Ponton. Ice cream is a happy thing. Where did you head off to, Zinger? Did you go back to talk to what's his name?
Yeah, that's where I'm heading back now.
Okay, I think it's pointing me towards the other camp. I'll ride to you. Oh, now you're heading to where I was heading, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, no, this is the same camp.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens.
Rescue
these days.
Gondorian refugees. I still have one troll to go. Do we want to rescue the refugees again?
There's naught but ill omens. These days.
You kind of. I never picked up that quest. I don't. That quest is just annoying for me. So.
Oh, okay.
You can do it now.
I'll leave it for now. That's fine. Back to Lynn here? Or second set of prints? Didn't we just find him? We were just talking to Urkar, weren't we? Yeah. Why is it telling me to still find more footprints? Going a northwestern direction. Now it's pointing me back to his camp. Urkar tells his men to stand down upon noticing you.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Challenge Gondorian soldiers to defend their homeland.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Where's his other soldier?
All three soldiers. One has a name, but he's still a Gondorian soldier. It's the one all the way on the right.
Darkness. is a
I
weight on
get
my
it.
mind. There's naught but
Rescue
ill omens
townsperson.
these days. This darkness is
Collect
a weight on my
weapons.
mind. This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Where does that vector us back to?
Which one's that? The weapons?
Oh, it's pointing me to defeat half trolls again for some reason.
If you got the weapons to do, those are in that burning town.
The one we already went through.
Yeah, we can go back there. There's that troll that roams around there. So
Okay.
by the time you get your weapons, you might be able to get the rest of your trolls. And if it,
Wily
makes it
Gnome says she
quick,
makes you something every stream. What did Miss Mustafa make this time? She made spaghetti for dinner, and I'm still pretty stuffed, so I haven't been doing a lot of snacking. Plus, I was kind of picking on her chicken that she made last night, so she may not be in a mood to fix me a snack tonight. She might be like, think you're funny? Why don't you go make your own snack there? I'd have to be like, okay. What? No nachos? Never say never, hard hit.
spaghetti nachos.
Yeah, Wednesday night, she asked me if I wanted nachos, and it was pretty late. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think I need nachos. And then we were in the middle of a boss fight, and I saw the boss still had over 2 million morale left. And I'm like, honey, go ahead and make nachos. And my Discord settings were messed up from a Windows 10 update I installed earlier in the day. So they went back to default instead of using my Blue Yeti. I'm going to die again. These guys just keep kicking my butt. Oh, I think I managed to flop before I died. I'm just getting torn up out here, man. Why am I so easily shredded tonight? I gotta get the armor situation fixed. Western Rohan armor out in central Gondor apparently doesn't cut it. Or I should just quit trying to tank as a minstrel. That might be the smarter play. 5 of 6 on weapons. Is there some up here?
There should be more though.
Yeah. Excellent. I am enjoying a crisp, refreshing Cold Coke Zero, even though they are not a sponsor yet. So I got that going for me. And technically, she did bring me a Hershey's bar earlier. So if I get a sweet tooth, I've at least got an emergency plan.
You got off your weapons.
Hmm? Yeah. Good on weapons.
Just get your weapons, okay.
I'm gonna run the refugee circuit again. I'll meet you back at the camp. Or I can share it with you if you want to run it with me real quick. You want me to share it?
No, I think. No, I know when you picked one up, it didn't like respawn, so I don't care about it.
Okay.
I'll come with you. But
No. That's weird. Why am I not attacking? Because you targeted the refugee instead of the Corsair. I have explained the safe path. So I don't think she needs much of an introduction to everybody here. But if you're not already following Eldolith... I'm trying to remember if there's 1 or 2 L's in Eldolith. 2 L's. There we go. Eldolith is a variety streamer who plays Lotro, of course, but she also plays The Sims 4. I've seen her playing My Time in Portia. She does art streams. Yeah, go by, say hello to Elda, and thank her for all of her hard work here on Lotro Stream when you get the chance. Eldolith and Druid's Fire do a lot of the heavy lifting here that goes on behind the scenes for the rest of the stream team. And I fear they may be underappreciated. They do good work. One more refugee. Okay, we can head back to camp. Are we looking for the last troll?
no.
Oh, I must have gotten it already. We ride.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days. This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days.
Empty barrel. Put the weapons in the barrel. Quickly, behind you. Oh, you already did the weapons, didn't you? Wait, don't kill him yet.
This darkness is a weight on
Doggone it.
Sorry.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens
You
these
can't
days.
control my fire.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Search out Harryon's encampment. We ride for Harryon's encampment. And for glory.
The lighthouse way down south has plenty of trolls.
I know.
So if I respect lightning, I might have been able to stop the fire.
That's okay. Like you said, we're not going to run out of half trolls to fight.
There's naught but ill omens these days. This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days. There's naught but ill omens these days.
Langboa. We ride for Langboa. And for glory. Yep, I got pointed the wrong way. Yep, half trolls got me. I've slewn a half troll. Oh, we've got to go talk to what's his name, and he's outside the camp. And here's another stupid bird. Boy, the bleed damage is real. That's what's getting me. Zinger's connection got dropped. Hopefully he'll be back in a minute. Gotta crash, keep questing, and I'll be back when I'm back. Okay, Zinger. Zinger got his second COVID-19 vaccine shot yesterday. He wasn't sure he'd even be up to playing today, but apparently he had little to no ill effects. That is good news.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
I accidentally pulled Dissonant Strike off of my skill bar. Don't be like me, boys and girls. Lock your skill bars. I have collected weapons of the enemy. Corsair Slayer of Central Gondor complete. And now that I've actually learned how to use Song of Distraction, I should probably use Song of Distraction once in a while. rest of the tents I need to burn, I wonder? Maybe one up the hill here? Yep. That was sooner than I was hoping to run into one of those guys. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Oof. Come on. Go away, troll. I'm gonna bleed out anyway, aren't I? Oh, that was so close. Alright. That was quite the stun he put on me, too. I was lucky to get away with that one. Malin checking in. Got a tent you can burn, Ed. It's from like the early 80s around here somewhere. Awesome, thank you. I need the XP. I don't think I need to kill any more half trolls. Where is that last supply tent? There it is. Yep, me and him got business. So many half trolls. Alrighty then. I probably have to go back to what's his name right outside of the camp. Oh no, confront the Herodrum captain. Summon and defeat. Okay. That might be Herodrum. Alright, well, let's get down off the war steed. Last thing I need to do is be charging in and draw a bunch of aggro. Wow, look who's back.
Sorry, that took a hot second.
That's alright. Actually, I think I pay more attention when you're not here.
This is intolerable.
The Eye of Dulgamil has been defeated, Zinger. Although I suspect that might be a little bit like They Call Me Tater Salad, only different. You got some stuff you need to do inside there still?
Yeah, just doing a couple more tents.
Okay, you want some help? Larnerfang checking in. Good evening to you, sir. Hello. I am well, and Zinger has recovered from his crash. His computer crash, that is.
On my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days.
Interrogate the resting Corsair, the besotted Corsair, and the lazy Corsair. Are they down at the beach?
Sounds good.
Oh, I'll wait for you here by what's his name? Haras. Runekeepers seem to be much more potent mounted than minstrels. I can even hurt somebody's feelings when I'm on horseback. I'm not gonna lie, Zinger, I am really tired of birds. How are you doing, Larner Fang? You having a good week? Ready for the weekend? Got big plans? Enjoying spring? No real plans for the weekend. Maybe some yard work. Yeah, it's nice to get out in the yard and get some fresh air and feel like you're making some progress. I've got Sunday and Monday off. I haven't even looked yet to see if it's going to be horrible or nice. Or horribly nice. How about you? Well, we got dinner plans to meet some friends on Sunday at a little Italian restaurant here in town, and other than that, not a whole lot going on. Weather permitting, I might sneak out to the Flying Club on Sunday or Monday. Oh, you have so much horses. I have a bunch of horses. Actually, I've got more on some of my other characters. But that way I can do like a horse fashion show. Oh, I've got anything really interesting on this character. Bay Horse, Festival Azure Horse, Steed of the Horse Lord, Steed of the Eastament, Prized Nimble Redhorn Goat, Prized Algreg Horse. That's kind of a cool one. So this is you get for Rep and Enidwaith. It's kind of a pretty light gray, medium gray horse. Fairly unique looking. I like that. Elf Ambassador's horse. Ariador horse. Steed of the White City. So the Ariador horse you get for earning the title World Renown. And this is a horse that you get for getting to kindred with roughly the first 11 factions in the game. From Ered Luin and Thorin's Hall and Bree all the way out to the Dunlendingers. So that's a thing. It's a pretty cool horse. And then Elf Ambassador, if you get to kindred with the 3 elf factions. That's basically the same thing, but for getting max rep with Rivendell, Lothlorien, and Mirkwood. So those are cool. Steed of the White City. This is a special Gondor mount. There's actually one that's available here. Steed of the Ship Kings. Is that what it's called, Zinger?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's about the only thing worth bartering for here in central Gondor, actually. Okay, I'm done with refugees again. So I will ride to what's-his-name's camp. When I get there, I'll show you guys the collections panel. I don't know how many different steeds are available in-game, but it's a pretty enormous amount. Collections. My collections. Mount collections. So yeah, if you go into the mount collections panel, I mean, it looks like I have a lot of horses. I'm missing I couldn't tell you how many horses I'm missing. That's, well, let's count them. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. So it's roughly 30 per page.
At the top,
60,
the
90.
number at the top.
Oh, there you go. 210. There's 210 different mounts. I have 10 of the 210. So just 200 to go.
There's naught but ill omens these days. This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days.
Okay. I have set my quest focus on the interrogating the Corsairs, so I will meet you at that quest point. Assuming I don't get murdered by 1,000 Hendrivel on the way there, which seems pretty likely, actually. Death by 1,000 cuts. Oh, there's another warband out here. It's a full fellowship warband, so I will be avoiding it. Of course, since we are in Gondor, we're mostly riding around on our war steeds. And as wide and as varied as the number of different mounts are, the war steed setup is even more unique. You haven't gotten a character to Gondor yet to get a war steed, or to Rohan rather, excuse me. I named my war steed Allegro. And you can customize your war steed's appearance. You can get a body cover or a caparison. You can get banners. You can get halters. You can change the hide of your war steed and have different colors. Different leggings for your war steed. Different saddles. Oh, that's the saddle. King's Banner. Halter of the White City. Leggings of the White City. Leggings of the White City. Oh, there they are. Saddle of the White City. Simple Tail. So there's a whole cosmetic system just for war steeds too. And you can buy different die sets and color things differently and earn different cosmetic sets, and they've got part of that stuff for festivals, and it's all very exciting. So do we want to pick up these quests or just go interrogate Corsairs?
Pick up these quests. They're all right here anyways.
Yeah. Discovered
Will
Gaerlond.
we ever see the sun again?
I had 1400 LP till I said enough is enough of being carried. SKDX Killer finally checking in. Hi, Nick. Hope your galloping in Middle-earth is going well. I def spelled that wrong. No, oh, no, I think you spelled galloping correctly. Nick and I jumped a little bit of Apex earlier today. Hopefully your later games went well. I got a chance to jump a couple with Gipio.
Why do you interrupt me?
Enter the wine cellar. We ride for the wine cellar. And for glory.
Why are you bothering me?
You should be scared of me. Do you not see how awesome my war steed looks now? This one's besotted.
Oh, this is intolerable.
AKA that is the 9 Dimes Corsair. Seems that Dolgamil has a stronghold. Defeated drunk Corsairs. Seems there's only one bottle of wine left in the cellar.
Why do you interrupt me?
He doesn't know why we're interrupting him.
What is this world coming to?
Hi, Pebble. Let's go home, Pebble. Let's get you back to Bam Bam. Pebble's not moving very fast. Take your time, Pebble. Just playing some Overwatch. What is this, Sarah Oakhart's dog?
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
Holy Gnome says, I am playing World of Warcraft. Could be World of Warships, but I assume you meant World of Warcraft. Both fine games. Oh, what's his name supposed to be around here now, too?
Yep.
Okay. There he is.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days.
And a lot of people are upset because either a lack of leveling or lack of content. I got attacked by a rat. Examine the stronghold at Barrill. I guess that's where we're going next. My worsty doesn't look too fancy now, does it? Oh, that's weird. I didn't save any of the changes I made. It reverted back. Also, I did not mean to dismount. This is Mustafa's listening to The Clash. Okay, I feel like I still didn't get something else equipped.
Looking
Mount
spiffy.
appearance, hide slot, saddle, banner. Yeah, I guess I'm good. What goes in that accessory slot? Mount appearance. Would that be like if I got a spotted hide or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I actually have
Or
that
like
on Galandriel. Okay. Yep, you have to remember to apply your changes or they will not take.
I think the accessory would be like the three orc heads on a pike or whatever.
Okay, I figured 3 orc heads on a pike was just a different kind of banner. You might be right, though.
I don't remember then.
You don't play much champion, do you?
Me? I mean, I have a 130 champ on Landy. I, I play it somewhat. I mean, not a ton, right?
One of the problems I have playing a minstrel or a runekeeper, as you've already probably observed, I'm used to playing a champion, so I don't go around, I go through. And that gets me into trouble when I'm not playing a champion.
Understandable.
Good work, Singer. Oh, do we have to use the summoning horn?
Yeah, looks like it.
Gargamel steps into the room. He did not make it. I need 2 more half trolls. Why did he respawn?
I don't know why he's right here.
That's weird. Hey, buddy. Heir of Castamere. I'll save you, Zinger. That was close.
Are you done with the trolls?
I need one more. We can get it on the way back. There will be more trolls to kill. Although Lieutenant Dan probably is going to need new legs in a second. Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Apparently this darkness is a weight on his mind.
These days. This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Okay, Harrion's got something for us to do. A just burial? I need to find one more half troll and then go turn in the half troll thing, and I'll come back here.
Yep.
Did you bring any half troll bait with you?
I had some, but then I got some here.
Nice. Thank you. Seem to be kicking a lot more butt than I do tonight. Alan can't quite hear which song. Ed, do you know which one? No, I don't know. I heard a siren a little bit ago. A lot of war bands out this direction. Oh, I don't think I finished telling you what I found on YouTube today. I might have been talking to Nick about it earlier. So DMX passed away, and I went out to YouTube and was looking at some DMX videos. I hadn't heard any DMX tunage in a while. So I found a mashup where they actually combined X Gonna Give It To You with Call Me Maybe. It was horrific.
This darkness is a weight
And
on
not a
my
very
mind.
good mashup, actually. Alright, let's go back to the other camp. I assume you weren't working on your half-troll thing?
No, I just finished my turning that in as well.
Oh, okay, good. Hate to think I dragged you all the way up here for no reason. I would have gotten over it quickly, but I'm glad there was a purpose. I'm stuck on a skarn deposit. It's weird that there's still Aerlingus skarn out here in central Gondor.
I always thought with mounted combat they were only going to let us do it in Rohan, them being the the land of the horse lords, but we can do it anywhere Rohan and beyond.
Although in most of the regions it's not practical.
That's true, yeah.
I certainly did not get a lot of mounted combat done in Faran Orion.
I mean, in most all regions for most classes, it's just not practical anyways.
Yeah.
Even if you're in Rohan.
You are in a queue and will be teleported in a moment. Austin Orange, think it's time to queue up myself and Bree for solo jams. There you go.
Drove them apart.
I understand Prince Philip passed today. Yes, he did.
The returning journey to
Hence the
Doom.
quote of the day. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, Prince Philip was OG. I very much enjoyed reading interviews with the man. He did not filter himself and usually said exactly what was on his mind. Not enough people like that in the world anymore. And I think on a number of occasions he would go out of his way to say exactly the worst thing possible.
There's naught but ill omens these days. There's naught but ill omens these days.
Back when the History Channel actually taught history and did biographies, I saw, I don't remember how long it was, but it was a pretty in-depth biography on Prince Charles. And I was a bit surprised to learn his schedule is mapped out 6 months in advance, down to every half hour of every day.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill
That's quite
omens
impressive.
these days.
Known to Pelargir.
This darkness is a
It's
weight
pretty
on my
daunting, actually. I just remember thinking how horrible that must be. Not the least of which reason is I'm a guy who tends to prefer to wing it or alter my schedule as my mood sees fit. I can't imagine living like that where, I mean, he's got a whole support staff of secretaries and valets and people who are just designed to help him keep track of everything and where he's supposed to be and whom he's supposed to see. And I mean, they've got duties of the crown that take them all over the world, and they support different charitable organizations. And Prince Charles was, I saw video footage of him visiting a drug rehabilitation center and just hanging out and talking to the addicts that were in treatment and things like that. And it's not, there's plenty of glamour that goes with it, but there's a lot of stuff that's not all that glamorous. And it actually looks like it would be a lot of hard work to be the Prince of Wales.
What news do you bring, traveller?
And of course, his father's problem after he got, when they were married, Princess Elizabeth stayed with then the Duke of Edinburgh, aka Lord Mountbatten. He was the captain of a ship, and the name escapes me, but it was based out of Malta, and he had his own command, and they lived pretty free and happy in Malta away from the public eye while he was serving in the military. And once her father passed away and she instantly became Queen of England, I mean, as soon as that plane touched down in Great Britain, it was boom, game over. Their whole world changed. And, he went from being her husband to following several steps behind her whenever they were in public together. And it was a little bit like probably Kamala Harris's husband. I want to say Jeffrey Imhoff. I'm not sure if that's his name or not. I don't think we've ever had a second husband before. So he's basically trying to figure out what his whole role is, his role in the being a head of state for the United States. It's, Prince Philip was the first husband of a queen in modern Britain in quite some time, and had to struggle to find out, well, what am I supposed to do with myself now? He went from being a captain in charge of a military vessel to being a house husband, and had to reorganize his whole life around that. So good on him. It was an interesting conundrum. And I'm not much of a royal watcher. I don't pay that much attention to what goes on. But occasionally when something more than just a surface piece shows up in the media, I do find it fascinating to live under a microscope the way they do. I doubt I could live like that. Hell, I can barely stand to live under the watchful eye of Mrs. Mustafa. But she makes me nachos, so I do my best. Was it last week when you won the free car, Singer?
Oh, it sounds correct.
Yep, much like Freelancer, I do not have any shipping instructions from Zinger yet.
And I told you give that dollar to someone in need or donate that car. It's fine with me.
All right.
Tip an extra dollar to if you're going out to eat tomorrow or something. I don't know.
We got a lot of rep stuff to turn in, too. I just don't want you and Freelancer having people thinking I'm a bet Welsher.
I would assume they'll all have their shot and once you clear out your pack.
Now remember, boys and girls, if you're selling scrolls to a vendor, you will get more money if you unwrap them. However, if I need cash, I just tell Apulu to email it to me, so I don't really worry about gold. The rest of you are going to want to be a little more careful about that stuff. Let's do some task item turn-ins too while we're cleaning out the packs here.
Can't fish in this fountain, alas.
Really? That's a bummer.
I'm sure they just slapped the thing down in the middle of town. They didn't expect people to actually want to fish, so they didn't, signify as a body of water. I should at least be able to fish out like the copper coins that people throw in there.
And why do we do task item turn-ins every day, Zinger?
For a whole bunch of good stuff.
They're good and good for you. You get experience points and item experience points and reputation points. You get war steed experience points. And you earn titles and you earn cosmetics. And you can also earn your 100% critical success crafting items if you do 10 task item turn-ins. Universal optional crafting ingredients. And most importantly, it helps get junk out of your bags. That's why task item turn-ins are so important. Task limit reached. 10 out of 10. Title awarded. Friend of Dora and Arenal. Deed complete. Deed bestowed. Reputation change. Legendary item level up. Legendary item needs reforged. Lotro Lotro points granted. Not easy for me to say.
Go to Retro Pants.
Yep. Lotro pants.
Well met.
The official currencies of Gussies everywhere.
Malin says, dang, no wonder the Royals are so sad, Panda. Ski says, I work with people who need structure like that. 2 of them would love nothing more than to have assigned breaks and lunches. Tell them how to do something and they will never change. I am more free-flowing type. Our styles clash frequently. Yeah, I can relate. I'm one of those people who's like, you don't tell me how to do something, just tell me what needs to get done and let me go do it. One of my old bosses and I would frequently clash because he'd have some particular way where he thought something needed to be done, and it was like, no, it could be done this way, it could be done this way, or it could be done this way. It doesn't all have to be done the way you think it ought to be done. Which was not what he wanted to hear.
These days.
He had no interest in that at all. Glandian's got a quest for us. Defeat Haradrim.
On my mind.
I think we were going to be fighting Haradrim anyway, so that's probably a good one to pick up. Then the other guy is... other side of the river?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, he's right here.
This darkness is a weight on my mind. This darkness is a weight on my mind. There's naught but ill omens these days.
Ooh, that's a nice bit of jewelry. Now who are we talking to? This is the dude across the river?
Yeah.
Okay. Delarfin checking in. Hello, Delarfin. Also, Queen Elizabeth II's father became queen after his brother abdicated. Oh, there was another funny quote from Prince Philip that was too long. It should be pretty easy to find. Let me dig it up here. Search for men on the Gilrain. Okay, let me pull this quote up real quick. People think that there's a rigid class system here, but dukes have been known to marry chorus girls. Some have even married Americans. Which, you know, if you really have to slum it, a chorus girl's much better than an American, but dukes have married both, apparently. Who knew? I need structure, and some days working from home it would be nice to be told when to take lunch and breaks. I tend to work through them. Emojis are hard. I mess up my own emotes when I go raid people occasionally. That's embarrassing.
Like there's several people in chat in case you wanted to stop and do Hobbit presents.
Okay, yeah, I think we were kind of headed that direction, and then I got busy picking up quests. So if you can guess my Hobbit present, you win a new car. It might be a Matchbox car, it might be a Hot Wheels car, but you can win a brand new car if you can tell me what the Hobbits are going to give me. No catch other than that you have to provide me your shipping information, and I will have a new car delivered to you forthwith. I'll give you guys about 30 seconds to take a guess. There's 2 rules. First rule is you have to be the first person to guess that item. If somebody guessed it before you, they get to pick that, and you should pick something else. And secondly, you want to be specific. If you think it's going to be a pile of scrap, say it's going to be a massive pile of gold scraps. If you think it's going to be a potion, say it's going to be a minor potion of power. Be very specific, guess what the hobbits are going to give me, and if you guess exactly right, you can join the rarefied air enjoyed only by Freelancer and Zinger, each of which have correctly guessed a hobbit present one time. But I will warn you, the hobbits are trixies. Gollum wasn't wrong. They're sneaky hobbitses, and they just seem to have a knack for knowing what you guys are going to guess and then throwing us a curveball. So Uncle Jelly says gold. Balviel's guessing Tome of Defense. Hello, Balviel. Ski says a ticket to visit you and Mrs. M. That would be delightful. Larner Fang's guessing Scroll of Finesse. Hard hit guesses Marks. Swiss Army in third, or Swiss Army Nerd, excuse me, says massive pile of copper scraps. So, yeah, obviously virtue points don't count. We got a lot of good guesses out here tonight. Zinger says battle potion of restoration. Also a distinct possibility. Don't be shy, Ed. Share one. A lot of Viking-themed gaming going on, you ladies. Glad you're both here, though. Okay. My pleasure. If you're not following Delarfin and you're not following Balviel, shame on you. Give each of these fine ladies a follow. You'll be glad you did. They play a variety of games, and they're fun to hang out with. They're even willing to allow me to follow their channels and not kick me out. Ponton Finberry causes a rain of waffles to descend upon Twitch chat. Absolutely, Del. Delighted you're here. So let's go ahead and close the guessing in about 10 seconds. If you haven't gotten in yet, go ahead and place your guess, and we will see if we can give a new car away tonight. 10, 9, 8. Last minute to guess. Hurry, get them in. 7, 6, 5. Could Zinger possibly win 2 weeks in a row? Would that be amazing? 3, 2, 1. Freelancer's not even here to try to become the first double winner. Poor Freelancer. I think he had something going on this weekend, though. 1-0. Okay, we'll go ahead and close it. If you haven't gotten anything in to guess yet, you need to do it right now, because I am going to pick my Hobbit present. Let's see what the Hobbits have for us. And closed. Let's see what we got here. 3 Daleman's Crams. Nobody guessed Daleman's Crams tonight. That is hilarious. Ugh. People have been guessing Daleman's Crams, and they just haven't come up. This is the first time I've gotten Daleman's Crams in as long as I can remember. And no, I'm telling you, the Hobbits are sneaky. Those are some sneaky Hobbitses. They got us again tonight. Great guesses, everybody. I wish we could have given another free car away, but no such luck. And, yeah, we'll try again next week. I think we're going out to defeat Haradrim and search the river for people.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to set that as my quest guide. And I guess I should worsted up. It's clearly a Hobbit conspiracy. I know it. They're sneaky. The wealth and fame I've accumulated after years and years of being on Lotro Stream makes it easy for me to give a new car away once in a while, and I'm grateful for that, but I wish we had more winners. I truly do. And Zinger's generously offered to give his away to charity, so I will honor that and take a picture of how and when it happens.
Sweet.
There's a mysterious woman at the water's edge. Just me, or stream froze loading? Yeah, it did for me too. I'm refreshing. We're having a problem with the ingress server. Or ingest server. I don't remember what they call them. It was fine, and now all of a sudden I'm just dropping a buttload of frames.
Yeah, it's just a loading screen when they go into refresh.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the OBS readout, and it's orange, red, orange, red. No bits are getting out, or very sporadically.
Do you have to like take the whole thing down if you want to try to like switch the ingest servers or whatever they are?
Yeah, I have to stop and restart at least the let me